This conference will now be recorded.
So guys, in today's class, we are going to start with VI or VIM editor, which is one of the very important concept to work with. So in previous classes, we have learned how to create a file, but we haven't seen that cat command would help us to edit the file from anywhere we like. For example, let us say that I will create one file, cat greater than, for example, new file. Now I'll say hello world, good morning, right? And let me save the file. How to save the file? We have to say Control D. So when we say Control D, the file get saved over here. And when you read the file, cat new file, so you can see that there is some data present inside it. Now let us say that you want to make corrections in this file, or maybe you want to add new data before the beginning of the file, or maybe some between the two files you want to put the new data. The problem over here is cat command. If I say cat double greater than new file and you say new line added, for example, Control D. Now if you say cat and the same file name again, you will find that the new line is added below existing two lines. So the problem over here is it is not allowing me to edit the file from anywhere I want. That is the problem when we go with cat command. It won't allow you to edit the file from anywhere you like. So to edit the file from wherever you like, you need to go with some editor. Now there are many file editor like we have notepads, right? So same way notepad, WordPad, MS Word in Windows, here we have many editor like Gmac, Nano, VI, VIM editor. VI and VIM editor is one of the widely used editors to edit the file and make the changes in your file, right? So let us learn how to work with VI or VIM editor. Basically, VI stands for Visual Display Editor, and the latest version of VI is Visual Display Editor Improved, right? So if you learn VIM, automatically you are compatible with VI because VI's updated version is VIM. All the features of VI comes in VIM with some additional feature, right? So whether you work with VI or VIM editor, it has three modes. First mode is called as command mode. Second mode is called as insert mode, and third mode is called as extended command mode, or it is called as colon mode. Why it is called as colon mode, you can see in the coming time. Now, whether you open in VI or VIM editor, by default, when you open the file, you will be under command mode. Command mode is a default mode. Remember this, whenever we open a file in VI or VIM editor, you will be by default in command mode. And normally command mode is used to copy the lines from one location to other, cut the lines from one location to other, jumping from top to bottom of the file, right? For deleting certain lines, for all those things, we prefer going with command mode, right? Insert mode is a mode through which you can go into the file and insert the data anywhere you like. So let's keep the thing very, very simple instead of making it complicated. So let us say I want to open this new file in VI or VIM editor. If you want to open it in old VI editor, then you can go with VI and the file name. So this will open the file in VI editor. Now you can see it is displaying all the content of the file. With the help of this cursor, you can take your cursor anywhere and you can go and edit, which cat command was not giving you. Cat command was only allowing you to open a new line and make the changes in the new line, but it was not allowing us to see the previous lines and make the changes inside it, right? One thing. Now, if you want to open the same thing in VIM editor, so instead of VI, you have to say VIM followed by new file. But when I open the file, you'll not find difference whether you are working with VI or VIM, right? It's almost making the same thing, right? So display wise, both will look same, but few extra options like giving password to the file, encrypting the data, right? All these things are new thing that is added in VIM editor. Okay. Right. Now let me show you how can I edit the file. Now if you see, I'm taking my cursor anywhere from those three lines anywhere I like. I can go and I can work with that. Right? But if you try to type anything, see I'm trying to type LK. So when I type LK, you see instead of typing anything, I'm typing JK. So you see, instead of typing JK or LK, it is moving the cursor here and there. Why it is happening? Because you are in command mode. So in command mode, you can copy the lines, you can cut the lines, you can delete the lines, you can jump from top to bottom of the file, but you cannot edit the file. If you want to edit the file, then you have to go into insert mode, right? So insert mode is something where you can go into the file and you can edit anywhere you like, right? So if I want to edit this file, I need to go into insert mode. The question is, how can I go into insert mode? See, there are many ways to go into insert mode. As the time comes, we will learn many method, but as of now, what I want you to concentrate is to keep it very, very simple. Press small I. I is to go into insert mode from the cursor position. Same way you have many other methods. You have capital I to take the cursor to the beginning of the line and then go for insert mode. A to take the cursor to the next word and then insert it. Capital A to go to the end of the line and then go for insert mode. Small o, open a new line below the cursor and go for insert mode. Capital O, take the new line above the cursor mode and then go for that thing, right? So that is the way, guys, how we can go into insert mode. But 99.9%, not 9%, let's say 99%, we prefer going with small I only. Simple method. If you want to go into insert mode, just press small I. That's it. When I press small I, you see at the bottom it is displaying that you are in insert mode. Now, when you are in insert mode, now you type LK. Do you see, is it typing or type GK, HK, everything it is typing. So once you are in insert mode, it allow you to make the changes inside the file. Now take the cursor anywhere you like, wherever you want to make the change, you can do it. The same thing, you see, I'll press escape. When I press escape, it will take you out of insert mode. Whenever you want to come out of insert mode, you have to press escape. When I say escape, you see at the bottom that insert mode is gone, right? Now, if you press again LK, JK, you see nothing is working because you are logged. If you want to put the data, if you want to make the changes inside it, then you have to press I. I is used for going into insert mode. Now, many methods are there. Simply small I is enough. But I'll show you others also just for reference. But remember small I always. When I say capital I, observe the cursor. Wherever your cursor is, when you press capital I, the cursor will be taken to the beginning of the line and then it will bring you into insert mode. Again, I'll press escape. Now, if I use capital A, when I say capital A, observe the cursor position. When I say capital A, the cursor will be taken to the end of the line and then you will be gone into insert mode. Same way, if you press, I've pressed again escape. Now, if you press small o will open a new line below the cursor position and then it will take you to insert mode. So when I say small o, you see a new line has been opened below the cursor position and you are into insert mode, right? Again, I'll press escape, right? And let us say I want to open a new line above the cursor position. So you have to use capital O. When you use capital O, you see a new line open above the cursor position and then it took you to insert mode. But guys, these are all fancy stuff. Suppose I have pressed escape. Let us say that I want to open a new line below. I'll simply press small I to start editing from the cursor location. So when I say small I, it took you to insert mode. Now simply go to end of the line and hit enter. Did I got a new line? Or go to beginning of the line, hit enter. Did I got a new line above the cursor position? Right. So all those options are fine. But 99% guys, we simply use small I to go into insert mode. Once you are insert mode, wherever changes you want, you can make the changes. Wherever you want to open a new line, you can open a new line. Whatever you want to do, right? You can do it out. Right? So simply remember that to go into insert mode, you have to use I. Small I is enough. Other things are there. If you can learn them, that is good. If you're not, that is no problem. But simply remembering I for insert is enough. As the time goes, as you become used to this particular concept, automatically all those options will become easier for you. So I'm into insert mode right now. Let us say I want to change this thing. Instead of good morning, I want to make it good evening, right? So hello world, good evening, new line added. That's it. Or maybe I wanted to add one more line. So I'll go to the last line and I'll say this is VIM testing, something like that, right? So this is the way how you can edit the file as per your requirements, right? Now, if you want to come out of insert mode, guys, anytime you can press escape. When you press escape, automatically it is going to take you out. So when I say escape, you are out of insert mode. To go into insert mode, to leave the insert mode, escape. So when you are in insert mode, you can add, make changes into your data anywhere you like. When you press escape, you are back to command mode, right? Now let us see what exactly we can do in command mode. Many options are there, guys, that you can do in command mode, but again, I'll keep it simple for our understanding. As the time comes, slowly and steadily, you will be able to learn everything, right? So you see, we have some commands over here like GG. When you press 2 times GG, it will take the cursor to the beginning of the file. If you press capital G, it takes the cursor to the end of the file. Let us see what is that. See, in our file, I am at the bottom of the file. Now let us say I want to go at the beginning of the file. Maybe I'm at 50th line or 100th line, wherever, I don't know. I just want to press something and it should take me back to the beginning of the file. So the shortcut is GG, 2G, small g. So when I say GG, you see it took the cursor back to the beginning of the file. Now let us say I'm at the beginning and I want to jump to the last line. Let's say I have a file with 100 lines. So I want to directly go to the 100th line, the last line that is available. So to go to the last line that is available, you can use capital G or Shift G. When I say Shift G or capital G, you see it takes the cursor to the end of the file. So did you observe over here? It brought you to the end of the file, right? Fine. Now guys, this is the way how you can jump. Now in this file, I have hardly 4 lines, so it does not make a difference. I can simply go with cursor. But when you are dealing with the file which is having 200 line or 300 line, there you will find that these shortcuts are really helpful. When I say capital G or Shift G, it take the cursor to the last line of the file. And when I say 2GG, small g, it will take the cursor to the first line or beginning of the file. Same way, you can copy a line. To copy an entire line, you can go with a command called YY. To copy multiple lines, you can say NYY, where N is number of lines you want to copy. First of all, I would like to copy only one line. So I'll come up over here and I'll say maybe this line I want to copy. So I'll say YY. When I say YY, that line will be yanked or copied. So when I copied the line, and let us say I want to paste it. To paste it, we have two options. P, small p and capital P. So what's the difference between small p and capital P? Small p will paste the line below the cursor position and capital P will paste the line above the cursor position. So if I say small p, you see the line is pasted below the cursor position. And let us say I want to paste it above the cursor position, so you can use capital P. When I say capital P, it is going to paste above the cursor position. So small p will paste below the cursor position and capital P will paste it above the cursor position. So like that, you can copy a line and you can paste it. Let us say I don't want to copy a single line. I want to copy 3 lines, right? So to copy 3 lines, you have to type 3YY. 3 stands for the number of lines you want to copy, and YY is for yanking or copying. See, when I say 3YY, at the bottom it is telling you that 3 lines have been yanked or copied. Now, if you want to paste it below the cursor position, just use small p. If you want to paste it above the cursor position, use capital P. Capital P will paste above the cursor and small p will paste below the cursor position. That you have to remember. To copy a single line, YY. To copy more than one line, number 2YY, 3YY, 10YY, 100YY. So how many lines are there that would be copied? Now suppose I pasted by mistake more than one time. I made a mistake that I pasted this thing more than one time. I made a mistake. So I want to undo that changes. See, in Windows, if you do any mistake, you press Control Z. When you press Control Z or Control Z, it will reverse the last change, isn't it? Same way, if you want to undo the last change you have done, you can press U. U for undo, small u. So when I say U, right, you will find that it has undo the changes. One more time you say U, undo. One more time you say U, undo. Let us say I want to repeat the change. I want to repeat whatever I have done. I don't care. One more time, I want to repeat it. So you can say Control R. When I say Control R, it redo the changes, right? U for undo, Control R for redo, right? So if you want to undo the changes, you have to use small u. If you want to redo the changes, you can say Control R. Small r is enough. Control small r like that. So Y for copying the lines, P to paste the lines, small p below the cursor position, capital P above the cursor position, right? And to redo the changes, Control R. To undo the changes, you have to say U. U for undo and Control R for redo. Same way, you can cut or delete the line entirely. Suppose I want to cut the line from here and paste it at the bottom. So I want to delete or cut the line from that position. So YY was copying the line, but I want to delete the line. To delete the line, you have to go to that line and you have to type DD two times to cut or delete the entire line. Cutting and deleting has same option, DD. So when I say DD, observe that line will be deleted, right? Now that line is deleted, but it is on the clipboard. If you say, let us say, I'll take the cursor to the bottom of the line, and if I say P, you see from that position the line is cut and it is pasted at the bottom. Or you can say DD and maybe I want to paste it at the beginning, so I'll use capital P, right? So wherever you want, you can put it. So once you say DD, the line will be deleted or cut. If you don't say P, then it is keep deleted. If you say P, then whatever you have cut will be pasted out. Suppose I want to delete three lines. So I'll say 3DD. When I say 3DD, you see three lines are deleted. Now, if I don't use P, the data will be permanently deleted. If I use P, whatever you have cut will be pasted. So last change only it will paste. Last time I deleted, I cut, this is VIM editor. This is the line I cut. So that line will not be pasted. Recently, whatever I have cut will be pasted. So once you have deleted the line, and if you say P, so last deleted or last cut line will be pasted. So DD is used for deleting the line or cutting the line. Both activities can be done by DD only. So if I say DD, the line is deleted. If I don't do anything, the line will is permanently deleted. Now, if I say P, then it is going to paste the last change, whatever I have done, right? So DD is an option to delete the line or to cut the line from the cursor position. Wherever is the cursor position, it can. So you can delete more than one line by using NDD, where N is number of lines you want to delete. One line, two line, three line, however you want to delete the lines. Okay, right. Now let us say that you want to search something in the file. To search anything, you can go with forward slash. See, forward slash is used for searching a particular word in the file. Let's say a file is very big and you want to find out all the lines which contain a word called VIM. So you can use forward slash. Now make sure you are not in insert mode. If you are in insert mode and then if you type forward slash, instead of searching, it will type forward slash. So make sure you are not in insert mode. How to come out of insert mode? You have to press escape. When you press escape, you are out of insert mode. Now, when you say forward slash and whatever word you are looking for example, VIM, wherever the word VIM is there, it will get highlighted. Or let us say I wanted to search for another word called world. So wherever the word world is there, you see it is getting highlighted. Now, when you hit enter, the cursor will be taken to your first available search. If you want to go to second search, type N. Again N. N will take you to next search. Suppose if the line is repeating 10 times the word, so you can move with N to next letter, next word, next word, next word, like that it is going to move out. Any word you are looking for example, XYZ. If it is there, it will display. If it is not there, it will say pattern not found. To search a particular string or word, you can go with that forward slash option. Forward slash anything you are looking for. It is going to print that out for you. Okay, right. Now the last mode, what we are going to work with is extended mode. See, extended mode, or you also call it as extended colon mode. Why we call it as colon mode? Because here all the commands will start with exclamation. Sorry, colon, not exclamation. I'm sorry. Exclamation is also used, but for different purpose. But colon W to save the changes, and colon Q to quit or quit without saving, colon WQ to save and quit together. Let us say that I just want to save the changes. I don't want to leave the file. Normally, guys, in Windows, when you're working with a file, you'll press Control S to save the file, isn't it? So here also, I would like to save the file, but I don't want to leave the file. So you have to make sure that you are not in insert mode. Again, let us say I go into insert mode by pressing I. Now, if you are in insert mode and if you say colon W, something like that, see, instead of saving, it is going to type that into the file. So I don't want to type it. I want to save it. To save it, make sure you are not in insert mode. Press escape to confirm that you are not in insert mode. Now you can press colon. So you see at the bottom it is getting written. So that thing which is getting written at the bottom is your proper command to work with VI editor. Now I'll say W. When I say W, that means I want to write the changes to the file, or I want to save the changes to the file. So when I say colon W, you see the changes has been written. Now let us say you want to save and quit. Both the things you want to do at a single shot. To save and quit, you have to say colon W Q, right? And when I hit enter, it will try to save and quit. Guys, sometimes what happens, it may get save and quit, and sometimes some warnings it might print. So let us say I don't want to see any warnings, anything. I want to save and quit forcefully. Don't show me any warnings, nothing. Just save and quit. So you can add exclamation. Exclamation stands for doing this task forcefully. 99% everyone will say colon usage. So you see, always I'm going to save it WQ exclamation or W exclamation or Q exclamation, because this is uh, multi-user platform. I may also be editing, someone else might also be editing the file. So when two people or three people are editing the file while saving, it may say that oh, other people is also working something. So I just don't want to get that warning. I simply want to save and quit the file. That's it. Right? So we'll add exclamation at the last to do this task forcefully. I'll say WQ exclamation. Now when I hit enter, you see the file will get saved. Now if I run cat and new file, whatever changes I have done got saved inside it, right? So this is the way how you can open the file for editing. You can make the changes inside it. You can save and quit. On the other hand, I'll again open the file vim new file. Now let us say um, I'm copying this line number of time, or let us say that I'm copying this thing number of time. Now by mistake, I have deleted few things. Lots of things I have made the changes. Now I'm confused. Did I do the things correctly or not? Now in that confusion, I don't want to save and quit. Maybe I made a mistake or something. I just want to quit without saving. I don't want these changes to get saved. To quit without saving, make sure you are not in insert mode by pressing escape. Escape will guarantee that you are not in insert mode. And then I'll use colon. I'll say Q and exclamation. When I say Q and exclamation, it is quitting forcefully. I don't want it to get saved. I want it to quit and quit forcefully. That's it. So when I hit enter and read the file, you see no change happen. To save and quit forcefully, you can say WQ exclamation. To quit forcefully, you can say Q exclamation. So exclamation at the end is usually an important thing. So make a habit of quitting with exclamation or saving and quitting with exclamation to avoid unnecessary warnings and error messages. Okay, now we can do many more things in extended mode. Saving and quitting is one of them. Suppose you want to go or you want to print line numbers. See, we can print the line numbers with cat command also. If you want to see the output of a file, you say cat new file. But if you say cat hyphen n, where n stands for adding line numbers to the file. So you see it is printing the output with line number. Now this is only for display purpose, printing purpose. These are not really added to your file. If you just want to see the output with line numbers, then you can say cat hyphen n followed by file. So when I say cat hyphen n and file, it is going to print the output in line number. Ahmed, do you have any question?
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was trying to do this thing, so I mistakenly put only VI without my file name. So I've been
Mm-hmm.
trying to. I waited till you explain how to get out of it, but I've been trying to get out of it. You type in
Hmm.
column
First you
W
press escape. First
press
you press
escape
escape, then type colon,
escape
then
uh,
type Q and exclamation.
colon Q exclamation.
Exclamation.
Then enter.
Then hit enter. Yes, hit
Oh, okay,
enter.
yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Right. So, as I was telling you, you can print the file with line numbers. Now, same thing we can also put in VI editor. So let us say I'll open the file vim new file. When I go inside it, let us say that I would like to print the line numbers. To print the line numbers, I need to go into colon mode. So I'll always confirm that I'm not in insert mode by pressing escape. Pressing escape will confirm that you are not in insert mode. So I'll say escape and then I'll use colon. Now in colon, the keyword to set the line number is SE space NU. So there is a space between SE and NU. Many people make mistake that they'll type SENU without any space and it is not going to work out. So that is not a good idea. You have to say SE space NU, and when you hit enter, you see that it is going to print line numbers. Same like cat-n. You see it is printing the line numbers, right? Now this is only for display purpose. This is not going to get saved with the file. Remember this point that printing line numbers is only for referential usage. It is not going to get saved with your file. If you want to remove those line numbers, again go to colon SE space, you have to use no NU. So there is a space again between SE and no NU. SENU to set number, SE no NU to remove those line numbers, right? So remember that SENU will print the line number and SE no NU will remove the line numbers. And these numbers, whatever is displayed, these are not going to save with your file. It is only for reference purpose, display purpose. It is never going to get saved with the file. Remember this. Now let us say that I want to jump to a specific line number. Maybe I have a file with 700 lines and I want to go to line number 352. See, most of the time when you are working, you'll find out that you will be given some documents. Let us say that our company maintains some documents, so they'll give us a document to prepare a web server. Now, when we are preparing a web server, they'll say that go to so and so file. In that file, change line number 678. Now, guys, how would you go to line number 678? Will you count the line by mouse cursor and go, or this keyboard up arrow, down arrow and go? That would be very tough. So if you want to directly jump to a specific line number, then you have to say colon, whatever line number you want to jump. So when you say colon 20, it takes you to line number 20. When you say colon 256, it takes you to line number 256, like that. So let us say I'll press colon and then I'll say take me to line number 6. Observe the cursor will take you to line number 6. If I say colon take me to line number 3, it takes me to line number 3. Suppose I'll say colon take me to line number 7, it takes me to line number 7. If I say colon take me to line number 2, it takes you to line number 2. Let us say I'll say colon take me to line number 10. Guys, do you have line number 10 in the output in the file? No, we have maximum 7 lines, but I have given 10. So what would you expect in this scenario? Will it give you an error or will it go to anywhere? See, when I say 10, although there are no 10th line, but it will take you to last available line in that scenario. So when I say take me to line number 10, it will go to line number 7 and stop. It says this is the last number, although you have given 10, but the last available number is 7, so I can take you maximum this. Right? So if you have given number which is more than available lines, then it is going to take you to the last line and stop it. Okay? Right. So this is the way how you can go to the end of the line by using these numbers kind of thing. Right. So this is the way how we can work. Now, the beauty of VIM editor. See, VIM editor has some extra options. What are those extra options? See, first of all, VIM editor is colorful. Let me show you. I'm just quitting it without saving. See, as we are editing a normal file, you will not find any difference between VI and VIM editor. But I'll take you to some configuration file. See, configuration file is nothing but related to some software or some important option. There is a file in the system which is nothing but your configuration file. So if you open a configuration file in VI editor, I'll say VI, for example, I'm taking etcfs tab. So you see it is coming in completely black and white format, normal thing, right? But same thing if I open in VIM editor, just open it and you see it is coming in colors. And believe me, while you are doing scripting or any level of scripting, maybe you are doing normal shell scripting or you are trying to work with Python scripting or maybe you are doing uh, JSON scripting, or maybe you are doing any other type of thing. In that, this color coding is very, very helpful. See, if you do any mistake, for example, I'm going into insert mode and I'm doing some mistake over here. You see, as soon as I do a mistake, the color changes to red over here, right? So that's how, and if I correct it, automatically the color changes out over here. So that's where this color coding is really helpful and it has become favorite for scripting guys to work with VIM editor. Because if you do mistakes anywhere, instantaneously it will give a different behavior and tell you that here might be a mistake you are doing, right? Fine, that is one thing what you find in VIM editor. Another thing what you can do in VIM editor is you can protect your file with a password. For example, I want to encrypt the data. I don't want the data inside this file to be viewed by everyone. I want to protect it with a password. To protect a file with a password or encrypt it, you can use capital X. Capital X is used to give a password to the file or remove a password from the file. So when I say colon capital X, when I hit enter, it asks you to give a password. So I'll say, um, for example, red hat. One more time, red hat, or whatever password you want. Now this particular file has been given a password. It's time to save and quit. To save and quit, again, I'll use colon, I'll use WQ, and I will use exclamation mark to save and quit forcefully. Now you try to read the file. I'll say cat new file. Are you able to read the content of the file? See, it will not allow you to read the content of the file. Now, if I go to VIM or VI new file, it says that your file is protected with a password. Now, you need to give a password to continue. For example, I'll type a wrong password. So you see, it is not going to open the file for editing. So that's the way how we can protect our file with password. Now, if I give correct password, for example, red hat, then it is going to open the file for editing. But guys, not to be that much happy with this concept, one big issue is if you lose the password, there is no way to recover your password. If you lose the password, then you have lost your data in the file. There is no password recovery or password tracing option in VI editor. If you lose the password, it is gone forever. You can recover it, but you have to recover it with the help of some, you know, hackers or something like that who can use different encryption tool to decrypt it, but that is unethical kind of thing, right? So anyway, if you lose your password, legally, there is no direct method to recover the password. Indirectly, maybe with the use of some password recovery softwares or something, might be you can recover. But directly, there is no method to recovering, right? So that is the way how we can work with this particular concept. Right? Now let me save and quit. Now let us say that I want to remove the password. I don't want any password to be there. To remove the password after successfully opening the file, that means you have said VI editor, it asks for password, you type the password. To remove the password now, you have to again go with capital X, hit enter, and when it asks for password, don't type anything. Leave it empty. One time empty, second time empty. Don't type anything. Now you save and quit. Try to read the file. See, I'm able to read the file. Try to open the file. It is getting open normally. So that is the way, guys, how you can password protect your file and how you can make the changes. Another beautiful option in VI Editor, which I personally like a lot, you can open two files at a time for editing. See, this you cannot even do in normal graphical editors. With command line, it is possible. You can open two files for editing. For example, I want to open my file and new file, both at a time. To open two files for editing, you can go with vim hyphen o. O will allow you to open multiple file. O stands for open multiple files. First file I want to open is my file, and second file I want to open is new file. If you have one more, give the third file name also. Multiple files you can open. Now when I hit enter, you see my screen is divided into two halves. First half it is showing my file and second half it is showing new file. So let us say you want to copy paste the changes from one file to other. So simply let us say I want to copy two lines. So I'll say 2yy, two lines I have copied from first file. Now if you want to jump to second file or you want to toggle between two files, then you have to use Control W. So when I say Control W two times you have to press Control W to move to second file or third file. So when I say Control W, you see cursor is to second file. Again, if I say Control W, it takes the cursor back to first file. Two times you have to press Control W. Control W, second file. Control W, back to first file. So let us say I copy three lines from first file. Now I'll say Control W, and I'll go to second file. Now here, wherever you want, you can paste it, right? So this is the way how you can move from one file to other file and make the changes. Now let us say I want to save these changes in my second file. So I'll say colon WQ exclamation. My second file got saved and I quit. Now let's say first file I don't want to save. I just want to quit without saving. So I'll use colon Q exclamation. So this will quit without saving. Now if you read cat my file, no change inside it. But if you say cat new file, yes, there are some changes. So whenever you are comparing the data between two files, you have to copy the data from first to second or second to first. You can open two files at a time in VI editor. copy, paste, move the data from here and there. That's the way we work with VI or VIM editor. So using the latest editor is highly recommended. VIM editor has better features when compared to VI editor. And guys, to learn more about VI editor, there is a tutor available in command line. You can simply run VIM tutor. When I say VIM tutor, it opens one file for you, right? In VI editor. So when you open it, you are again in VI editor only. It is explaining you how to work. If you go below, you'll find lessons available. Lesson number 1, how to exit. Lesson number 2, how to delete something, right? Same, all these things are available. Now, once your work is over, if you want to leave it, same. How would you exit VI editor? You have to say colon Q and exclamation. Quit without making any change. You're out. So if you want to learn more about VI editor, you can just run VI tutor and you can go inside it. You can learn a little more about it. Now, the next thing what we have to learn over here is symbolic links. Okay, I don't want to take this symbolic link because already VI editor was a heavy topic. I don't want symbolic link to be taken today. Let's skip symbolic link for today. In the next class, we will talk about the links and all. Today, we'll continue with another simple, easy commands, that is grep command. Very interesting and one of the finest command filtering options, what you can see is grep command. So we have skipped the links, but we will cover it in the next class. Today, we'll talk about grep because I want you to concentrate more on VI editor. I don't want to take two heavy topics at the same time. So let us say grep command. Grep stands for Global Regular Expression Print. See guys, in a file, I'm searching for a specific word. Let's say that the file is having 200 lines or 300 lines. I'm not interested to see all 200 or 300 lines in my file. I'm interested in a particular word or string in a file. So wherever that word is found, only those lines I want to print. Suppose I'm looking for an employee detail. So I'm not interested to read the whole files with 800 employees, for example. Out of 800, I just want to see one or two or three employee details. So how can I do that? That filtration can be done by using grep command. Grep will search for the particular word you are asking in the file, and it prints only those lines which contains that word you are looking for. For example, for this particular file, the best command or best file I'll be using is this thing, etc password. See, there is a user information file, right? Please do not edit this file. If you try to edit this file, there will be problems. I'm only using this file as an example to work with this grep command. You can use any file in the system to work with grep, but I think that this command will have a better output if I go with this file. The file what I'm talking about is /etc/password. See, this file contains user information. There is no password inside it. All the users that are available in your system, their information is kept in etc password file. So when I go for this file, it prints the full file for you. But you see the file may be having many lines. How many lines are there inside it? For example, 47 users are there. So it is printing all the details about 47 users. Now let us say that I'm not interested to see all 47 lines. My requirement is to check whether a name I'm looking for is present in the file or not. So you can say grep command, search the name root. Is it present in a file etc password or not? So when I hit enter, it thoroughly scans the file, and wherever in the file root word is present, only those lines are printed. Now, don't you think it has made your life easy? Otherwise, we have to sit manually reading all 47 lines and find it in which line this particular word is there. Suppose you also want to print line number. You want to see on which line numbers these words are coming. So you can say grep hyphen N, where N stands for printing the line numbers also. So it will just add the line number. It is telling on line number 1 there is a word, and line number 10 there is a word you are looking for. So grep will pick that word in the file. Wherever that word is there, only those lines will be printed. Rest of the whole file is not going to print it. So it is same like cat command to print the output of the file. But cat will print the whole file. Grep will print only those lines which is found in the search. So if you are looking for a word in a file, you can go with grep command. Now let us say that I'm searching the same word in two files. Is it possible? Yes. Let us say I'm looking for a word root in a file etc password and another file etc shadow. See, there are two files in the system, etc password, etc shadow. So maybe in two files I'm looking for this word. So when I hit enter, you see it is telling that etc password, two lines contains the word root, etc shadow, only one line contains the word root. Again, if you add hyphen n, that is going to print line numbers. So n is used to display line numbers. So you can search the same word in two files. So I told grep, look out for the word root first in etc password, then in etc shadow. So in both the files, it is going to search and tell you which line number or where this particular word is coming. So you can search a word in multiple files, right? Fine. Let us say I would like to search two words in a single file. Let's say I'm looking for my first word root, and second word I'm looking for my user. In which file? In a file etc password. Now when I hit enter, you see it is telling me that etc password, there are two places where root word is there. But when I talk about my user, it is telling no such file or directory. What is this error? Why it is not able to find the second word, and in place of second word, why it is giving me that error? This error is, it is thinking that I need to search an expression root in a file my user and etc password. It is not understanding that my user is also an expression I'm looking in etc password. It is thinking that root is one expression I need to search in a file my user and another file etc password. So it is thinking my user is also a file. So that's the reason we are getting the error that no such file with the name my user. So I need to tell grep that no, no, no. Root is also an expression and my user is also an expression I'm searching for. So when you are looking for more than one expression, then you have to tell it this way. You have to say hyphen E first expression, then again hyphen E second expression. Now grep will understand that, okay, I need to search two words in etc password. So you see now root is also found and my user is also found. And if you want to print the line numbers, then you can use at the beginning -n. So this is going to print the output with specific line number, that so and so line number, this particular thing is found, right? So this is the way how you can print the line numbers also, guys, in the output. And more than one expression, you can search this way. But guys, if two, three expressions are there, this way I can search it. There is no problem. Let us say that I'm looking for four words. So if I'm looking for four words, then I need to say grep -e, I want to search for root, -e, I want to search for ADM, -e, I want to search for SSHD, -e, I want to search for nobody, and then finally I have to give the file name, right? Which is etc password. Now it becomes quite tedious job, right? I want to make it simple. I want to search multiple expressions in the file in a simple way. So when you are looking for multiple expression, there is a simple way that you can use capital E. Small e represents single expression. Capital E represent multiple expressions you are looking for. So if you are looking for more than one expression, then you can also use capital E, and you can use single quotes. In single quotes, you have to mention the words you are looking. Suppose I'm looking for a word root. Now, if you have one more word, you have to use pipe symbol. Now, where is that pipe symbol available? See, normally when you go with backslash, this is backslash. But if you press shift and backslash, you see this pipe symbol will be appearing. To separate two expressions, you have to use pipe symbol. So root, then pipe, next expression. What is the next expression? ADM. Again pipe, next expression, SSHD. Again pipe, next expression, nobody. Again an expression, my user. So you see I'm looking for five expressions. Root, ADM, SSH, nobody, my user. In which file? etc password. Enter. So you see all five are printed. Root, ADM, nobody, SSH, my user, right? So this is the way you can search multiple expressions. If you want to print line numbers also, then you can add n at the beginning. So you see it is printing line numbers as well. 1, 4, 10, 33, 44, 47, all that line numbers have been printed. This is the way how you can look out for multiple expression, but it is not done yet. Grep is beautiful. Now let us say that I have this file. I'll go with cat new file. So you see lots of data is available in that particular file. Now I would like to print uh, those lines which contains the word called this. Wherever the word this is available, I want to print that line. So you can say grep for the word this from the file new file. So wherever this is available, that will be printed. So you see the first line itself was containing this, so it printed. But if you observe, there is other lines which also contain this, but it did not printed it. This is my first change, this is my second change, this is my third change. All these lines are also having this. Then why it did not printed that line? Because that lines this is starting with capital T. So there is a difference in expression what you have given. The expression what you have given start with small t, so it search for same expression. Now if I would have given, for example, starting with capital T, so you see it is printing that word. Now let's make it even more interesting. I'll go to the file one more time. new file, right? What I'll do here is I'm going to make certain changes. Completely capital, I'll make it. Now, if I say normal small this, it is printing only one line. If I say start with capital this, it is printing two line, right? Now, if I say THIS with complete capital letters. So it is only printing one expression. So whatever type of expression you have given, exactly the same case it will match. If you have given all small letters, it will print only all small letters. If you have given starting with capital T, it will match only that case. If you have given everything in capital letter, then it is going to match all in caps letter. But let us say that I want to ignore case sensitivity. I don't want it to uh, stuck with same format, whether it is complete small letters or whether it is complete capital letters or starting with capital T, whatever. I want to ignore case sensitivity. So you can say grep-I, where I stands for ignore case sensitivity, right? So I'll say wherever the word this is found in any format, whether it is starting with capital T or complete capital or complete small, I want to print it. So you see this time it is printing complete small, starting with capital T or completely in capital letters. So grep-I is very useful. When I say grep-I, it ignores the case sensitivity and print whatever the format it might be appearing. So we see that maximum time we will be using grep-I only to search a particular expression regardless of case sensitivity. Capital letter, small letter, mixed letters, whatever it might be, it is going to search and print that thing for you, right? Fine. Now, one more thing is there. Uh, you can use grep with some other commands also. We can mix grep command with the output of second commands. Let us say that we have a command called RPM. Now, guys, don't ask me what is this RPM command or details about it. In the coming time, when we go for software management, we will learn in a great detail about RPM commands. As of now, I can only tell you that RPM is a command that will help you to list all the software installed. So we have a command RPM-QA. We'll discuss more detail about this command in software management. I'm just using over here to show you grep's information, not RPM. So when I say RPM-QA, hit enter, observe that it is printing a huge list of software. Now, did you got a time to view what was there, what is here? Now, in such scenario where a command output is so big, and you are not interested to see the whole output. You are only interested to see a particular word. That's it. Is it there or not? So you can say RPM-QA, then you can use pipe. See, pipe command is used to club two commands. That means first command output will be used as a input to second command. That means whatever output RPM-QA is generating, from that output, I want to grep out something. So you see, I'm trying to say that from the output of RPM command, search something for me. So first command's output is given to grep as a input. So from the output of RPM-QA, I'm looking for a word called uh, open SSL, something. So wherever the word open SSL is found, it is going to print it. Now, don't you think it is a useful affair for us? If we don't know, then the whole output, thousands of lines have been displayed. So whole I need to stop and search for the word. Now, this is the way how it makes our life simple. For example, you are looking for another word, for example, curl. Is it there or not? Yes. So wherever the word curl is there, it is going to show you. But you see, curl is coming somewhere with other word also. There is a word curl and there is a word lip curl. There is a word called picurl. So I don't want to see curl coming in other word, right? It happens. English is kind of that language where plane comes in aeroplane. So I'm not interested in aeroplane. I'm interested only in a word plane. So if you are interested in exact word curl, then you can say grep, search me the exact word. W stands for exact word. So I'm looking only for the word curl. If curl is coming with other words, don't display. That's what I'm telling. So you see this time exact word curl wherever it is found, it is showing. It has not shown us lip curl. It has not shown us pie curl, right? So that's what you can do with grep command, right? Morally, you have a question? Okay. So this is how, guys, what you can do is you can club grep command with other commands and you can see the output. Simply, you can say ls. For example, when I say ls, there are lots of files. Or when I say ls-l, there are lots of files inside it. I'm not interested in all. I only want to see the detail of my file. So you can say ls-l grep-i, show me my file. So only my file's output will be print. So whatever command you are running, see, there are huge command list which we are going to learn. Any command's output, you are looking only for specific thing, then you can use grep. For example, you have a command, one more thing, let me show you as an example, lshw, or maybe you can go for, yeah, lshw. LSHW will list the entire hardware. LS stands for list, HW stands for hardware. For example, out of entire hardware, I'm interested to see the detail about CPU. So wherever that CPU information is available, that will be printed out for you. So it says the CPU detail is like that. Intel Core i7, this is the model, this is the speed kind of thing it is trying to give me. Instead of seeing the whole output, if you want to filter and see a specific thing, then you can use grep. Grep can be directly used on a file. For example, you have a file you want to search anything, you can use grep. Or you can combine grep with other command. So whatever output is there of that command, if you want to filter it, you can filter with grep command. So that is it, guys, for today's session. If you have any doubts or questions to be clarified before we wind up the session, guys.
Uh, is it possible to use a cat and a grep command together?
Yes, you can, no problem. For example, you can say cat new file and you can say grep-i this. Any blah blah command it can be, not only cat, anything.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So I'll be stopping the session here, guys. Please do practice. And tomorrow, day after tomorrow, that would be Sunday and Monday for Indian students, and for US students, it would be Saturday and Sunday. Right? So we are not going to have class tomorrow and day after tomorrow. We are following US standard. So our classes will be Monday to Friday as per US standards. That means for US people, it would be Monday and Friday. And for Indian students, it would be Tuesday till Saturday. So no classes there tomorrow and day after. Please do good practice on whatever we have learned, especially VI editor and these grep commands, right? So let's meet up again 2 days after. Thank you very much, guys. Happy weekend. See you after 2 days.